Okay. I forgot to do that. So for those of you who will watch the video later, do your warm up. This is our second set of squats on our first exercise. So let's stand up tall. We're going to move on into that second set, and then we'll do our stretch. So hands close into the body, chest lifted, eyes forward, engage into the abdominals and the glutes. And then we're going to push the hips back, bend the knees, squatting down, come back up. And again, keep the chest lifted, eyes forward. 3, we're doing 12 of these. 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good. All right, now set your weight down. Now, if you're going to be watching this video later, you might want to pause the video here to do that second set since you missed the first set, or I missed the first set. All right, so we're going to do a hamstring stretch. We're going to take the right heel out, heel down, toes up, bend the left knee, kind of sitting back into the hips. And again, hold on to something here if you need to. And just hold this hamstring stretch. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then let's switch legs, taking the left heel out, heel down, toes up, bending into the left knee, right knee, sorry. Left leg is stretching. And then come on back up. Give the legs a little shake out. All right. Now we are doing our step overs next. So again, you don't need anything for this one. If you kind of would like a little bit of a challenge in trying to kind of lift the knee up, you could set like a yoga block. I don't think I have one down here. You could set a yoga block, a Kleenex box, something like that on the side of your foot, and then you're going to pick up and step up and over it. So that can give you a kind of a little visual for this one as well. So we're going to stand up tall. Again, chest is lifted. Look straight ahead, engage into the abdominals. We're going to shift over into the left leg. We're going to pick the right foot up and over and up and in. And then we're going to stay on the right leg for 12. So up and over, up and in. Good. 3. And again, you can think of this one as like you're lifting your knee to step up into the bathtub. So kind of really pulling that knee up. All right, there should be 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. All right, good. Okay, so we're just going to kind of shift the hips from side to side, shake out the legs, and then we're going to switch over to the left leg. So again, if you wanted to use something to step up and over, you could use just switch that and put it by your left foot this time. So this time we're going to shift to the right leg, lift the left foot up and over, up and in. And what I kind of like about having something to actually step up and over, like a Kleenex box or a yoga block, you may get that foot up and over as you go out to the side, but sometimes you may not pick it up as high coming back in. And so again, that kind of gives you an actual object to make sure you're picking up that foot and the knee. 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good. All right, so little shift here from side to side, shaking the legs out. And then we're going to stretch in between here. So again, hold on to something, share a wall if you need to. We're going to do kind of that hip side body stretch. So let's start off by crossing the right leg over the front of the left. Again, hold on here if you need to. We're going to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. We're going to lean towards the left and then push that right hip out to the side. And just hold this stretch. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. All right, good. Then lower that arm down, step the feet apart, and then we'll do that on the other side. So left foot is going to cross in front. Left arm is going to reach up, lean towards the right, and push that left hip out to the side. And again, inhale and exhale. All right, lower the arm down, step the feet apart, give the legs a little shake out. All right, so we're ready for set 2 on this one. And again, just standing nice and tall here. Make sure you are engaging those abdominals. Kind of a little bit into the glutes here. We're going to shift into the left leg. Right knee picks up, lifts up, pick it up and over, up and in. Stay on the right side for 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good. All right, a little shake out of the legs, kind of shift the hips side to side. All right, now stand up tall again, and then we'll switch it to the left leg for our last part of the second set. So up and over, up and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good. All right, little shift here, and then we'll go into our stretch. We'll go that right hip first, cross the right leg over the front of the left, stand nice and lifted. Right arm reaches up, leaning towards the left, pushing that right hip out to the side. And just make sure you stay nice and lifted here through your chest and your torso. All right, then lower the arm down and cross the leg and then switch left leg in front. Stand up tall, left arm reaches, leaning towards the right, and then push that left hip out to the side. All right, and lower that arm down and cross the feet. Give the legs a little shake out. All right, so we're going to move into our balance exercises. I'm going to grab a drink of water here. Okay, so if you need to, again, keep your chair close by. You can stay close to the wall, whatever you need to do, keeping a hand on the chair or both hands on the chair if you need to. So first thing we're going to do is a single leg stand. So just stand nice and tall. Again, kind of think a really good posture here, looking straight ahead. We're going to shift our weight into our right leg. We're going to lift that left foot wherever it's comfortable. You can stay low, you can bring it up a little higher, and we're just going to hold it here. We're going 45 seconds. So just maintain this balance. Again, even if you keep a hand on the chair, you're still working all those muscles for balance. So why when your leg kind of feels like, it's kind of shaking or your ankles moving back and forth, that's just your muscles trying to maintain your balance. So keep holding it here. We have about 5 seconds to go. And good. Set that foot down. All right. Shake the legs out. And then we'll do that shifting over to the other leg. And then when you're ready, bring that foot up. We'll kind of start 15 seconds from here. And you may notice that, one side is a little better than the other. That's pretty normal. So can be a variety of things that cause that, but just do the best you can on each side. Keep holding for about 15 more seconds. Okay, very good. Sit the foot down. Give the legs a big shake out. Just kind of take a nice big deep breath in here and exhale before we move along. All right, good. Okay, so next one we're going to do, let me actually move my chair a little bit out of the way here. Okay, so we're going to do that tandem walk. So like you're walking on a tightrope, hold onto something if you need to, wall, countertop, desk. You can kind of stay close to the chair, keep the hand close to it if you need to. So again, first thing we want to stand nice and tall, and we're going to take about 3 steps forward and about 3 steps back. So again, make sure you're looking straight ahead, nice tall posture. And then we're going to start with the right heel in front of the left. And then the left heel comes in front of the right foot. Okay, now once you get that left foot in front for the second time, we're going to switch it. So left foot goes behind. And then the right. And then left. And then the right. Okay, so let's do that one more time. I'm going to move up a little bit. So let's take right foot in front of the left foot in front of the right. Do that one more time, finishing out with the left foot in front of the right. Get your balance and then go backward. So left foot, right foot behind, left foot behind, and right foot behind. All right, good. And then step the feet apart, give the legs a shake out. All right, and then let's just kind of take a big deep breath in here, reach up. And then exhale, lower the arms down. All right, so we are on to our chair exercise. So you'll need first, if you have a multiple sets of weights, grab your heavier step first. We're going to do our rows. And as I've mentioned before, if you are, when we're doing the side raises, the shoulder raises, and using a lighter weight, you can also use no weight at all, or you can even use something like soup cans, water bottles, whatever you have. Okay, so we're doing rows first. So we want to get the feet flat on the floor and right underneath the knees. Sit forward in the chair if you need to. All right, we're hinging right here from the top of the leg and just kind of folding over. Now make sure you've got that nice straight line from the neck all the way down the spine. I'll kind of turn a little bit to the side here. And then we're going to start with the palms facing the leg. So you're kind of facing inward here, shoulders down from the ears. All right, now we're lifting up, squeezing the shoulder blades in towards each other. And then as you lower down, you're going to rotate the arms or the hand. Palms are facing away. And then as you lift, you're rotating it back in, squeezing those shoulder blades together. So the turn is only on lowering the weight. I'm turning back. So 4. Try to keep that good straight line down the spine. This is 6. Elbows kind of stay right in by the sides. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. Okay, good. So come on up. You can either set your weights on the floor or set your weights in your lap here if they'll stay. I'm going to just put mine on the floor. And then let's just sit up nice and tall, shoulders back. Let's take the arms forward, one hand on top of the other, or fingers laced together, palms forward, reach it straight out in front. And then we're going to just drop the chin towards the chest. See if you can reach just a little further straight out. So again, don't drop the arms down. Keep them reaching straight out in front. And again, you should feel a stretch kind of right across the upper back, mid back, and like the shoulder blades are pulling away from each other. All right, bring the hands apart, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Right, and then we'll do our second set on those. So again, always make sure you hinge forward when you pick up your weights. You're not bending over and rounding your back. Okay, so again, little hinge, arms down, nice straight line down the spine. All right, here we go. Pull the elbows up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, then rotate the hands and the palms are facing away. So palms are facing each other as you pull up. away as you lower down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good. All right. So again, go ahead and you can set the weights on the floor this time and then sit up nice and tall again. Roll the shoulders back and down, arms forward, pressing the palms straight out, either again, fingers laced together, one hand on the other. Reach it forward, drop the chin towards the chest, and then reach forward another inch or two. Hold it here. All right, release the arms, give them a little shake out. Okay, now we're ready for our shoulder raises. So again, light weights on this one or no weights or something really light. So again, we want to sit up nice and tall. Again, kind of think about that good posture, feet flat on the floor. Now, if you need to sit back on this one, you can. If your feet don't touch the floor, when you sit all the way back, you can also put a little pillow behind you if you need to. All right, so shoulders back and down, arms down by the sides, and then those arms are going to just slightly turn forward. Again, you're not straight ahead with the palms and you're not facing the legs with the palms. So a little bit of an angle, shoulders back and down. All right, now we are going to raise those arms out kind of in that big V shape. So your angle, forward angle, lower it back down. 2. Now make sure that on this one, you're in that big V shape and you're not coming any higher than the shoulder. So you don't want to come way up here. You want to keep it shoulder height or lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good. All right, so again, weights can either sit in your lap or just set them down on the floor. Roll the shoulders back and down a few times. All right, and then we're gonna bring that right arm across, kind of keeping the arm fairly straight. You can bend the elbow a little if you need to. We're gonna kind of reach to that left side as we stretch into the right shoulder. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Right, and then switch it over to the other side. Bring that arm across and hold. Okay, good. And then lower the arm down. Just do some shoulder rolls up, back and down again. And then we're going to take just a few more seconds in between for rest on this one, just because shoulders usually require a little more rest before you go into the next set. Grab a sip of water or just kind of stretch a little more. And then again, just roll the shoulders back and down and get set for ready for the next set. Get set for the next set. Palms slightly forward, shoulders down from the ears. All right, here we go. So again, big V with the arms. And the thumbs are almost up towards the ceiling as you raise the arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2 more of these. All right, last one. Okay, lower the arms down. Go ahead and set the weights on the floor. Now, one thing I want to mention about that exercise, or really any of the exercises, but I think, at least for me, shoulders are a little harder, a little more difficult. So when you're doing those, if you get to, about 9 or 10 and you feel like you're having to kind of use your body or use your back to lift the arms up, just stop where you can do this. You can maintain this. Once you start kind of getting like momentum going to try to lift, you're not working those muscles quite as well. So in order to really kind of focus on the strength in the shoulders, go ahead and stop if you need to. If 12 is just not, you're not ready for 12 yet, that's okay. But again, just make sure you can just maintain that nice smooth movement up and not get any kind of swinging or momentum in the body to lift that up. So, okay, we are ready to move on to our abdominal exercise. So, turn a little bit to the side here. We do want to scoot up towards the front edge of the chair on this one. Feet are kind of back a little bit, but right underneath the knees. Kind of think of that as your anchor on the floor. Sit up tall, engage the abdominals, so belly button pulls back towards the spine, maybe a little bit of a pelvic tilt here, but just making sure these muscles stay nice and engaged. All right, now we're going to lean back to the back of the chair, still maintaining that engagement into the core. Hands can stay right here on the seat of the chair. Make sure that you're not kind of shrinking down into your shoulders. Make sure you're staying lifted. And then from here, again, one of two options. You're either going to maintain this position, you're going to lift one knee in at a time, or we're going to lift both knees. And we are doing 12. Try to exhale when you lift the knees and inhale as you lower. That kind of gives you a little more kind of oomph as you're pulling those knees in, especially if you're doing both knees at the same time. This 5, 6, 7. And remember, if you're doing alternating knees, just count 10 on each side. Should be 10 here. Or sorry, 12 on each side. 11 and 12. Okay, good. All right, then sit up nice and tall. We're going to take a big deep breath in, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. And then lower the arms down. Now, we're going to stretch in between by just pulling each knee up. So pull the right knee up towards the chest, hold it here. You can hold it in front of the leg or underneath, whichever works best for you. Just hold it here. Inhale and exhale. And then switch sides. So we're gonna lift the left knee up, tuck the knee in. Again, hold it. And then go ahead and set that foot down. Kind of a little shake from side to side with the legs. All right. And then we're going to get into that position one more time to do those reverse abdominal curls. So again, hands here. I'm going to keep these muscles engaged. So again, you don't want to sink back or lift too high. So just kind of a nice straight line. Chin is kind of tucked where you could maybe fit your fist underneath your chin. So not all the way down, but don't lean the head back either. So in that neutral position. All right. And then again, when you're ready, either single alternating knees or both knees come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, very good. All right, so when you finish, let's go ahead and sit up again. Roll the shoulders back and down. Gonna take a big deep breath in, reaching up, and then exhale, lower the arms down, and then we'll go into that stretch again, knee towards the chest, tucking the knee in, and then circling that ankle around. Very good, and then switch it over to the other side. Take a couple of big breaths in and out. Good, and then set that foot down. And then we're going to move into the rest of our stretches. So I'm turn forward here. Take a second, grab a sip of water before we do that. All right, so let's lift that right knee up again. We're going to just kind of tuck it in here for a few seconds and kind of move the ankle side to side if you'd like. And then we're going to cross the right ankle on top of the leg if you can get the ankle there. If not, you can cross it the other leg. This knee stays bent, foot flat on the floor. This knee is going to kind of open out to the side. So where we're trying to get the stretches in that right hip and outer thigh, you might feel it a little bit into the low back, especially on that right side. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. All right, good. And then uncross the right foot, lift the left knee up, tuck it in just for a few seconds, moving that ankle around. And then go ahead and do the same thing. This time the left ankle is either crossed on top or at the other ankle. Letting that left knee open out to the side. One side may be tighter than the other. That's okay. Take one more big breath in and out. And then set that foot down on the floor. All right, little shake side to side of the legs. And then let's take the right heel out. So right leg is straight out, heel down, toes up towards the ceiling. Left knee stays bent. We're going to hinge here from the hips. As you hinge forward, keep the spine nice and straight. And just kind of folding over the top of the legs until you feel a stretch stretch, this time in the back of the right leg and the right hamstring. Inhale and exhale. Hold it for one more breath in and out. Okay, good. And then switch it over to the other side. Heel down, toes up. Sit up tall. Hinge forward again. When you get that stretch, hold it there. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in and out. All right, good. Set that foot back again, kind of a little rock of the legs side to side here. And then scoot in wherever it's comfortable. If you want to scoot back a little bit, we're going to move on to the upper body. So again, a few shoulder rolls here. And then drop the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to reach that right arm, reach it straight up like you're going to reach up for the top shelf. And then we're going to lean towards the left. Stay open on that right side. Deep breath in, exhale. And then let's do that the other side. Reach it up, lean towards the right. Again, try to stay open through the chest, holding that stretch. All right, and then lower that arm down. Arms are going to come forward. We're going to reach it out, drop the chin towards the chest, reach forward another inch or two. Again, kind of here, think about reaching straight out, shoulder blades kind of pull away from each other, stretches kind of upper to mid back. Inhale and exhale. All right, then bring the arms down by the sides, a couple of shoulder rolls, and then we will take the right arm across the body again, stretching into that right shoulder. Pull that arm in, left arm goes underneath the right. You can also hold it here if that's a little more comfortable. Just kind of pulling that right arm across the body so we're stretching into that right shoulder. Okay, good. Then lower that arm down, switch it over to the other side. Again, holding the stretch. And then lower that arm down. We'll roll the shoulders up back and down again. Now this time drop the shoulders down away from the ears, like almost like you're kind of pulling the fingertips down towards the floor, really pulling those shoulders down. Tuck your chin kind of straight back. And then we're going to turn your head to look over the right shoulder. Now you start to feel a stretch in the left side of the neck here. And then as the head is turned towards the right, we're going to just lower the chin kind of towards the chest. So that should increase that stretch on the left side of the neck. And then lift your head, turn back to center. Do that to the other side. So look over the left shoulder. And then drop the chin down towards the chest. Hold it here. And then lift the chin, bring it back to center. Roll the shoulders back and down again a couple of times. Let's take the hands out to the side or arms out to the side. Big stretch of the hands. Make a fist. Open the hands up nice and wide again. And make a fist. And then open the hands up. Just kind of give them a little shake out. And then let's do a big reach up towards the ceiling. Stretching up as high as you can, reaching fingertips, top of the head. And then exhale, lower down. One more time, reach it up. and exhale down. All right, well, good job, everyone. Let me stop the recording.